Jerry Lane Enterprises and Courtesy Motors present Paradise, Louisiana. With Gary Risponi and Don Dubuque. Paradise, Louisiana is also brought to you by Baton Rouge Coca-Cola Bottling Company, Benny's Car Wash and Oil Change, Cracker Barrel Convenience Stores. We have more than you expect. Always fresh, never frozen, Raising Cane's. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Louisiana. Louisiana Fish Fry Products. Dimco. First South Farm Credit. And Area Wholesale Tire Company with tire programs for tire dealers.
It's Christmas time, pretty baby, and the snow keeps falling down.
Don't you know any Frosty or Jingle Bells or more traditional Christmas?
Oh, I do, because it's a solid night.
It's time to celebrate.
No, well, we celebrate. We'll save that for one of the specials on television. But look, Don, Christmas time. Here on us, a lot of things that we've been telling people all year to get. Go to your website. It's still not too late. You got a lot of gifts on your website. On our Forest shirts and apparel. You can go to Paradise, Louisiana website. Please order something off of that. So order some of your Christmas.
Well, while you're talking about potential Christmas gifts, one of the best is the lifetime hunting and fishing license. That's a great gift that keeps on giving for someone's entire life. That's a great one to give.
Especially young kids, and catch them before they're 14 too. That's what I did. All my grandkids got hunting and fishing license.
Well, another one too is give a gift of a guided trip too. Contact one of the guides you see us fishing with, and they'll be happy to fix you up with a gift certificate. You can redeem it any time during the year.
I'm telling you, if you tell them Gary Risponi, Don Dubuque sent you too, they might give you a little special.
Oh, they might overcharge you, so be careful how you use those names.
No, they'll use my name. Use my name all the time. I love to have my name out there.
Well, this is going to be a fun show, Gary, because I know we're going to revisit a lot of the highlights of Paradise, Louisiana in 2014, and maybe some of the lowlights too. But it's going to be fun.
If y'all put lowlights on, y'all must have plotted it before I got here. You know, when I went to the bathroom a while ago, y'all plotted that?
Maybe some bloopers. I don't know. I haven't seen any of them myself.
I don't know, but you always lead them the way, especially you, Gary Krause. You got to watch it.
But we also have some current features. We're going to revisit the fishing trip you made down in Bayou du Large, which was an excellent trip.
You know, and while y'all watching this, so please keep in mind all the sponsors that we've been showing the year. We renewing our sponsors last month, this month, a lot of them coming back, but please, that helps a lot when you say, thank y'all for advertising Paradise, Louisiana, doing the commercial on Paradise, Louisiana, promoting Paradise, Louisiana. It really helps. It makes it easy because, you know, if you had a lot of talent like Don, they come to you, but I have to go to them sponsors and keep them happy.
Oh, yeah, they're partying down here in TJ Ribs. While we're wishing a Merry Christmas and giving some thanks too, Gary, some other folks that make this show go, you know, besides the sponsors, all the great guides that give us the trips and make the information available, and also the viewers who take the time to send us their pictures and their details of their catches and their kills. That's what makes this show.
I noticed that you especially have the same guides for so many years, and they're some of the most respected guides anyway. You know, they call you and they tell you when they're not catching, or especially when they're catching. But I don't think you had many bad trips this past year.
No, we really haven't had any bad trips. And the thing about the staff that I employ, they're a select group, and they get good, and you know they know what to expect, and they know what you expect of them, and it's a great working relationship. And I'm very happy to have those guys on a regular basis.
You know, we had a lot of things happen this year that were very eventful. And one of them is Chris taking over production of the show, Chris Lecoq, and he had a very big event in his life right now. He had that beautiful young baby. I call him Dean the Dream.
That's definitely a highlight of 2014. You know somebody else we overlooking too? Not just Chris, the editor of the show, but the camera people. All my camera guys that work with me in conjunction with WWL-TV. And of course, Gary Krause.
Gary Krause, you're saying him right now, but he gets the fish, he's going all over his head getting big. But you're right,
yeah, well,
you're
let
right.
me tell
In
you
fact,
what,
I've
seen Gary Krause where he's chomping at the bit to grab a rod, but he sticks with that camera.
Well, let me tell you what, he's so well thought of right now. He got the redfish stuff and then hired him to be it.
He's in demand.
He even got Tony Fontenot over there casting Cajuns. He be doing stuff with them. I appreciate him. Whether I pick on him or not, I appreciate him too. Also, they want to thank him a lot. He got a good Christmas present coming. I might buy him some Satsumas or something.
All right, well, let's get to it. Here's some of the highlights, the lowlights, the bloopers of 2014 that you saw or maybe didn't see on Paradise, Louisiana. If I took a blindfold off of you right here on this spot, the last place you'd say we brought you was Louisiana. Well, you'd be wrong, because this is Kisatchie, Louisiana.
This is my second time here, and this is what amazes me about the Longleaf Vista. This right here looks like you're in Colorado or somewhere up in the northern part of Montana, because you can see all the boulders. It's all natural. Nobody put it here. This ain't limestone or nothing, but it's beautiful. The creek running down in the bottom, all the rocks and formation, and the big boulders, the little boulders, and it's just gorgeous. You just wouldn't believe it was in Louisiana.
Twas the night before deer hunting went all through the shack. Now the hunter was asleep yet. They had gear to unpack. Bring in the lanterns, put some wood on the fire. It's now 10 o'clock and soon time to retire. Roll out the sleeping bags. Your bunk is up here. Don't snore too loud. You'll scare away the deer. Before I knew it, the alarm rang with a clatter. Someone sprang from a bunk only to fall down the ladder. The coffee was brewing and eggs in the pan. I woke up the others and yelled, "Let's get hunting, man." Hey Josh, hey Bobby, hey Clinton, hey Sam and Chuck, wake up you lazy bones, let's go get that big buck. So with long johns and wool socks on, I head to my stand, hoping soon a buck will appear just like I planned. It's cold out, I'm shivering, I think it might snow. After 4 cups of coffee, now I gotta go. It's 10 hours later, I ain't seen nothing all day. I thought I heard a twig snap, so I hope and I pray. And what before my bleary eyes should appear but a 14-point rack on the head of that deer. I raise up my rifle and sight him in quick, give the trigger a pull, and hear nothing but click. I pull it again as fast as I'm able, then realize my shells are still on the table. Well, the buck heard me swear, and with a flick of his tail, he gave a quick snort and disappeared down the trail. And I wearily exclaimed as it ran out of sight, "I'll see you next year, Cher, you got lucky tonight."
When you're ready to really enjoy life at a slower pace, become a landowner. First South Farm Credit specializes in financing and refinancing land, but not just for farmers. They offer loans to purchase timberland, hunting and fishing, or recreational property. Their experience in land, timber, and loans set them apart from standard lending institutions. Contact a First South Farm Credit loan officer for more information. First South Farm Credit, a specialized rural land investment lender helping you realize your dream.
We are your friends.
We are your neighbors.
We are your brothers.
Your sisters.
Your sons.
We
are your family.
Because whether it's our team or our loyal customers, the Courtesy family extends far beyond our dealerships. And it's our continued commitment to putting people first that has made us the #1 selling domestic auto dealer in Acadiana. Who are we?
We
are Courtesy.
Who doesn't want to save money on fuel? Now, Shell and the Fuel Rewards Network are putting you in control of how much you pay for fuel. Simply buy whatever's on your shopping list. Clothes, groceries, even dinner out. And earn cents per gallon savings at participating retailers nationwide. Now, fuel prices are in your hands. So why wait? Sign up at fuelrewards.com today and turn shopping power into saving power.
Get him out of there! Go ahead.
Welcome back to Paradise, Louisiana. We're celebrating Christmas at TJ Ribs, and by the time you're watching this, both Gary and I are on out-of-town assignment type trips, and you'll see some of that when we come back. But before you left, another outstanding trip down to Dular.
That's right. We sort of double-decked that day, but the other one we did was with the guys from Central. I think Gary called it the worst thing. He says, Central invasion of the Central Coast. And all these guys, they got movers and shakers in every community, but the only time you look at a charity, either the Cooking for Central or your church parishes or whatever they're doing, they're raising money, you can always count on these guys. One of them is Louis Dijon. He's the one started that, raised that funds after the 9/11. The fire truck went to the New York Fire Department, and then he had the schools after Katrina. That's when Wade Giles and Mike Bro and them come in. Mike, all business people that are in the central area. I think Wade Giles is Southern Power Source. And then you got Mike Bro, he's got pies all over the country. And plus he's got D'Angelo's in central area. Louis Dijon, Louis Mechanic, where Louis spends most of his time. He was a former councilman. All they do is raise money, raise money. Look, Diane, somebody waving bye to you. That's our little girls right there. Merry Christmas. And the same day with Louis, from coaching Little League ball to these guys are always doing something. And in fact, they won this trip. They bid on this trip and paid good money for it to go fish with Captain Rob again, and also with Captain Andre Fahan.
Mike Bro from Central.
Louis Dijon from Central.
Captain Rob DuPont from Plaquemine, Louisiana.
Wade Giles, Central Louisiana.
Captain Andre Trahan, Houma, Louisiana, not Mon Charters.
I'm Gary Krause. You're watching Paradise, Louisiana. This is all about bass, speckled trout, and redfish.
We're in Lake Michon today. We've been catching a lot of speckled trout, a couple redfish in here. We got several other hot spots that we've been catching bass and redfish also. But this is one of our good spots. We've been fishing with under a cork, matrix shad, pretty much any color. And let's see how it goes today.
There you go, number one.
Right, caught the first fish on a matrix tiger bait. Been pretty popular.
That shoe colors?
Yeah. That was shoe colors. Been pretty popular here in the wintertime, last couple trips, so been fishing with that. Let's see if we catch some more.
Come on up there.
See if I can get him in the boat.
There you go.
Oh.
Doing.
We made a little move to Turtle Bay and decided to come try the deep canals and see if the fish are in here, and caught one so far.
Last couple days we've had some colder weather after the front. He's trying to move back into the deep canals. We're sitting in 9 feet right here. This morning we went out to the lake because the fish have been so scattered with the warm weather we're having. And here we are 3 days after the front, and they're doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing. They're coming into the depots. If it warms back up like it did last week for 5 days, those fish are going to leave out of here and scatter, and they'll be hard to find. You can fish your fall spots. You might catch a few, but they won't be stacked up like they are right now. Bass in the wintertime.
Chicken on the trail. Nice little bass.
I try to help.
Bring him in the book. There you go, Wade. Look at me. Huh? You start to come back. So hold your bait up. There it is.
The 3 baits we've been using the last couple of weeks is Shrimp Creole by Matrix Shad, with a 1/4 ounce jig head, H&H jig head, under a popping cork about 2 foot deep. We've been using the electric chicken, tight lining, catching speckled trout and redfish. The humdinger spinnerbait, it doesn't seem like it doesn't matter whatever color. This is a blue chartreuse and white with the gold blades. Been catching bass and redfish on that. I found it.
Look at here, boy.
A flatfish.
Flounder caught. A flounder.
Well, cooking in Central got started after Katrina. When Katrina hit, I wanted to see what I could do to help. I asked our mayor, Mac Watts, I said, Mac, I'd like to do something to raise some money to help one of the cities or whatever, somebody was devastated by Katrina. And he said, what's your thoughts? And I said, well, we're gonna cook off after 9/11, and we raised $81,000 for Bucks for Fire Trucks. I said, I'd like to do something like that. And Mac said, well, shoot, I'd love to. I've been thinking about what we could do. And we had a new city called the City of Central. So we decided it would be a good gesture for us to take on a sister city. And what we did, we originally thought we were doing it for Chalmette, but actually it was St. Bernard Parish. And they were devastated.
I had been doing some work down there right after the hurricane and saw the need, and when Lewis suggested that we do something, I couldn't think of anything better to do than raise some money for St. Bernard Parish. So we decided to have cooking in Central, and that's when it started in Central.
We got the fundraiser going, and we raised $191,000, and we bought 3 new school buses for St. Bernard Parish, and they all have the insignia on them, Spirit of the City of Central. So that was the beginning of cooking in Central.
It's been a really interesting thing to see the community come together and work as a group, you know, as one, and still be able to take care of the charitable event the way that the original founders put it together to do. I think it can continue to grow as long as we continue to have the volunteers, and I think the biggest challenge for us is to try to get new people involved, new people to volunteer, know that every bit of Central can support this festival, and those people that come out and do the work are the ones that really reap the largest benefit of the charitable experience.
This coming year will be our 10th cooking in Central. We've raised over $2 million in 9 years.
I think the bigger question is how many people could volunteer to help us in addition to the volunteers we already have. So if they're interested in doing that, they can go online to cookingincentral.com and they can sign up there, or they can just come to one of our meetings. If they look at the schedule, they can walk into a meeting. Our meetings are not closed, they're open to the public, and you can walk in at any time. You become a member. Becoming a member is very easy. I think it's a $25 fee, and that allows you to have a vote inside the association.
Chicken salad.
Oh, we're good.
From Oak Point. That's the spread and the one mixed from it. There's some more Central products there. Jerry Lee's Hoghead cheese. See that way? Hold up in, let me see that. Look at me.
Look at it, man. Hoghead cheese.
Jerry Lee.
I'm eating a little hoghead cheese from Jerry Lee's.
Got a nice little ring to it.
What Gary calls this? The Central Invasion of the Central Coast, huh?
That's it. Central Invasion of the Central Coast.
It's that time of year to get your gear. Visit ParadiseLouisiana.com and click Shop to get your official merchandise online. Whether hunting, fishing, or just enjoying, all Louisiana has to offer. Get geared up at ParadiseLouisiana.com.
Merry Christmas to a Happy New Year.
Hi, I'm John Jackson, and you know we always say we gather our groceries out the bayou. Whether it's freshwater, saltwater, catfish, redfish, you have tons of choices when it comes to fish in Louisiana. But when I fry fish, there's only one choice, and that's Louisiana fish fry. My new favorite, the Cajun fish fry, has the perfect amount of cornmeal, corn flour, and the perfect mix of spices that really bring the heat. Hey, if you're craving Cajun, go look for the bright red bag at your local grocers. Bring home the taste of Louisiana with Louisiana fish fry.
You can count on Jerry Lane.
At Jerry Lane, they rolled the red carpet out for me.
It's always been Jerry.
You know what? It's tradition, it's family, and that's what keeps us coming back to Jerry Lane.
Get in the lane, get in the lane. Get in the lane, get in the lane. Get in the lane.
We're a Jerry Lane family.
All lanes lead to. You can count on Jerry Lane.
Introducing Powerade Ion 4, complete with 4 electrolytes lost in sweat. Powerade Ion 4, the complete sports drink.
Louisiana Farm Bureau Insurance doesn't hire celebrities to push auto coverage. We think people might like to make decisions based on service and savings, not just because that guy from that show says it's a good idea. Instead of faces you know from your TV, we offer faces you know from your neighborhood. Because we're based in Louisiana, with local agents right in your town. That's really the only thing we want to be famous for. Louisiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Real service, real people.
They got 9 and 10 pound fish over there. Now hold this fish up. How many pounds do you think you got?
I don't know, probably like 2.
How many did you catch?
I think that's
I shouldn't have did you that. I lied. I'm not kidding. Good luck.
Great.
Oh, okay.
And welcome back to our Christmas edition of Paradise, Louisiana. Kind of looking back at the year 2014. One of the outstanding features that stands out in my mind was a fishing trip with Captain Mike Gallo to the Intercoastal Waterway right there in the city of New Orleans, where we did a whitewater fishing. It was whitewater, but dirty water. One of the last places you'd expect to find speckled trout, and we found them there, and you really responded. Let's take another look at it. Nice speckled trout coming in right here off the Intercoastal Rapids.
I think the water going through the pipes creates a lot of current, and that forces the bait fish along, and the predators can obviously sit in the current, not have to have as much trouble dealing with the current, and it just sets up a good ambush point for those fish to ambush bait being forced to it. I make a drop shot rig with a Deadly Dudley hanging off of it. The 1-ounce sinker will bring me down to the bottom, and this one will just sit in the current. When the fish tugs it, it's directly in line with my rod tip or I can feel what's going on. It works very well in high current areas.
And in addition to Captain Mike Gallo, we've got a full staff of guides that have helped us all through the year. Let's take a look at some of their highlights and also some of the special guests that have appeared here on Paradise, Louisiana during 2014. And welcome back to Paradise, Louisiana. Got our co-host Drew Dubuque with us. Also our hunting buddy and fishing buddy, Carl Byer, joins us, as well as, no, this is not Gary Risponi. Gary's on assignment. This is actually Danny, the Labrador Retriever. Carl.
That's a tagger.
I've caught them as late as February. We come in here a lot when the wind blows and we can't get in the lake. So a lot of times I'll show up in here and we'll catch them even in February. You'll catch them in here. But if you get a lot of rainfall up around Jackson and all, and it comes down river, it changes it totally. But then they just move out to the regolese, and as soon as the wedge comes back in, the saltwater wedge, they move out.
Sweetwater red, Delacroix. You got to be tougher than the fish to make it out here.
Anybody want to take this fish off? Got warm hands? I guess not.
Pretty, cold, Delacroix redfish. Look at the leeches on them.
Yet another familiar face on the show, Rad Trasher from Louisiana Coastal Conservation Association. Rad, glad to have you here.
Thank you. You know, it's that time of year again.
Is it?
It's
already?
Yes, it's getting close. You know, look, we're about to start the 20th year of Star. Early bird drawings will start March 1st, so it's time to get in. That is one of the reasons I'm here.
Nice one, too. Nice trap.
It's a show-me fish. I typically try and get along the edge as far out as I can, you know, especially spring. They out along the edges, you know, they're about to start going further out into the sound.
You know, either you're going to have to get out your blind every time to go get the birds because the tide and the wind and the current from the river, everything moves birds here, even if they're dead. But now if you take cripples into consideration, if you've got a dog, like what we saw today was phenomenal.
Down in the Grand Isle, Leeville, Golden Meadow area in the marshes, the Kakaho minnow.
If you catch a day like today where they don't want plastic, as we saw they did not want plastic, you know, then go with the Kakaho menace. It's the hardiest bait there is. It's going to stay on the hook the longest of any of the live baits. Just stay with the Kakahos. Both of them will hit it. If you find a spot where you catch more than 2 or 3 fish, switch to the plastic and see if they'll hit that. If they do, you're set for the day.
When you hooked it, did you have any idea that it was going to be a lake record?
No, sir.
No, huh? Just thinking you were having fun catching an ordinary fish and it turned out to be a record.
Yes, sir.
That was great. And understand you had another fish you caught right after that.
Yes, sir.
What was that?
It was a bass.
And what did you catch that one on?
I don't know.
He's not telling. He knows. He's a real fisherman.
Well,
Here we go. You're watching Paradise, Louisiana.
You're watching Paradise, Louisiana.
Want some more ham?
We got a little tradition at the first hunters. For your first trip here, you get to shell the parking lot.
You ready, Coach? Okay. 1,
2, 3. Got it.
That's it.
Great shot.
Anyway, we had, today we had a marksman, a sharpshooter, and a pencil pusher. And the pencil pusher, me, killed the majority of the ducks, and I'm just not sure what's going on with that.
Well, honestly, right now, you just got to keep that bait in the water as much as you can. Mix it up. I mean, honestly, I'm not a big color changer guy. I just like banging it till we find the fish. But I'd say the biggest mistake is maybe just not going enough.
Well, we started this thing about, I guess, 7, 8 days ago, getting kids lined up. And it was kind of the first time we'd ever done it this big on the youth hunt. And we started contacting people, and people started calling. Before I knew it, make a long story short, I had about 15 kids lined up to go.
The weather's a little different today, but we'll do the best we can. Because these guys said they can beat the baseball coaches at anything, anytime.
We're weatherproof.
Weatherproof.
We're weatherproof.
They don't roll the tarp out at all. They never roll the tarp out, they said. They play it.
you got to be able to call. That's got to be it, calling. And you got to be clear. Your calling has to be clear and make sharp notes, and you have to do diverse things. You can't just do the same thing over and over. You got to get a language, get a conversation going with them and figure out what they want.
You catch your 25 or help us out, but we just may get 125 fish. So
apology accepted.
I humbly bow to the king. Okay, I humbly.
And look, fish on.
We have alligators, otters, all kinds of birds, and it's easy to forget that you're in the city when you're on one of these waterways.
All right. He's got to go back and go to work. He took us all the way down to the big wet jam and past the bridge. Mike Tilley, thank him big time. He's with Paddle Baton Rouge or Paddle BR. You saw Gary Paddle? People think I don't do nothing. Right?
You know, you come along here and you can look, as long as you're not on anybody's dock or where they have a boat, and you shouldn't have too much problem, because there's a lot of places that you can fish, but you have to respect the people's property, and you don't want to be getting on their boats or on their dock, and, you know, just respect the people and respect their place, and pick up your trash. Pick up your trash.
Right now, I've been with you 2 days, we ain't had too many in there.
Yeah, it's a game collar, and I made this when I had an extra time, and Mr. Gary, I just want to give this to you, but commonality would show you that your call sign sticks, being the black cloud, because obviously that's black cloud right there. There ain't no ducks in there.
But I promise it's gonna be in there. You're using big words again. Commonality. I told you don't use them big words, but I'll tell you what, I appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Appreciate all you do for the country too. Mr. Sonny Amato, Artistry of Wildlife by Mr. Sonny Amato. Sonny, you've been in this business a long time. I think you told me about 52 years?
That's right, 52 years.
Well,
and
yeah,
still
you
love
started
it.
when you was a teenager, huh?
In high school.
I remember, yeah. I am a real estate. You're a North Baton Rouge boy. We were raised together. You see your brother Wayne on the show with me a lot. But
And sesame seeds around. That's our grilled tuna at Hurricane Hole. Now it's time to go serve Gary his supper.
That's it. Wait a second. This is all for me?
All for you.
Good job, Heidi. I've been waiting a long time for this. I'm going to make Gary sit down on that camera, and we're going to say our blessing.
Say your blessing.
Ready to eat?
Okay.
I don't even know where to start.
Well, at the end of the day, the flight program here at Angola provides a sense of purpose for the inmates and lets the pointing dogs do what they were born and trained to do, and for us hunters, the main ingredient for a Louisiana gumbo. Let's get these birds. Come on.
All around the holly, put up the tree before my spirit falls again. Fill up the stocking, we may be rushing things, but deck the halls again, deck the halls right now. For we need a little Christmas right this very minute. Candles in the window, carols at the spinet. Yes, we need a little Christmas right this very minute. It hasn't snowed a single bird, but Santa dear, we're in a hurry, so climb down the chimney, turn on the brightest string of lights I've ever seen, slice up the fruitcake. It's time we hung some tinsel on that evergreen pine, on that bough. For we need a little Christmas right this very minute. Candles in the window, carols at the spinet. Yes, we need a little Christmas right this very minute. We need a little Christmas now. Need a little music, need a little laughter, need a little singing, singing through the rafter. Yes, we need a little Christmas right this very minute. We need a little Christmas. Bum, 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 bum. We need a little Christmas now.
When you're ready to really enjoy life at a slower pace, become a landowner. First South Farm Credit specializes in financing and refinancing land, but not just for farmers. They offer loans to purchase timberland, hunting and fishing, or recreational property. Their experience in land, timber, and loans set them apart from standard lending institutions. Contact a First South Farm Credit loan officer for more information. First South Farm Credit, a specialized rural land investment lender helping you realize your dream.
The Louisiana Wildlife Federation is the oldest nonprofit conservation group in Louisiana. Formed by sportsmen in 1940 to protect your right to access and enjoy healthy fisheries and wildlife habitats statewide, LWF represents the voice of Louisiana's outdoors, both in the field and at the Capitol. LWF also supports the Vanishing Paradise campaign that advocates for critical restoration in the Delta and on the coast. Speak up for our state. Become an LWF member today.
As members of a Touchstone Energy cooperative, we've all got a job to do. And the more we work together, the more we save. That's the power of your co-op membership.
Demco, your Touchstone Energy cooperative.
I've been a Blue Cross customer for 19 years.
No matter what happens to me, no matter where I am, I can pull out my card and I know I'm going to be covered and not have any issues.
Blue Cross Blue Shield is going to be there for you no matter what you run into.
They stand behind you when you're in need.
They look out for my well-being. They have my best interest at heart.
You couldn't ask for a better insurance.
Blue Cross Blue Shield is the best.
I wouldn't dare change from Blue Cross. They've been there for me.
I can't believe y'all brought me out in the blind and we ain't got no food. Man, I'm hungry.
Don't worry, Gary. This will be over quick.
Thanks to our sponsor, Raising Cane's and Todd Grays, a real Louisiana sportsman and conservationist, with true aim and sure shot, giving back to Louisiana.
Good job, girl. That's a better retrieve than any duck. Cane's, the official chicken of Louisiana outdoors.
Thank you, Lord.
What a fight.
Give me one.
What a fight.
Welcome back to Paradise, Louisiana, end of 2014 special show. You know, Gary, we got an opportunity to work with some of our bass fishermen here in Louisiana that have qualified for the big classic that's going to be held in Greenville on Lake Hartwell. Greg Hackney, Angler of the Year. Cliff Crochet, qualifying for his third time. And one of the things you did not see was a special little interview that those guys did, kind of a cross interview. We're going to give you a little sneak preview to two of our Bassmaster contenders from Louisiana, Greg Hackney and Cliff Crochet.
Okay, you got it. This week on Paradise, Louisiana, Cliff Crochet. Come on. I don't even know how this works, but I've been wanting this job. You're like Mean Gene. Mean Gene. Let's get ready to rumble. Day 2, Bassmaster Elite Series Toledo Bend. I'm Cliff Crochet. The Hack Attack, Greg Hackney. For me, I had 13, 15 today, no big ones. Same pattern, caught more fish. Shad, spawn deer, just no big ones. Go tomorrow and see how it goes. Hack Attack, what about you?
Well, I think I got enough to fish tomorrow. I was curious how you were catching them. Now I know. So I'm right where I want to be. This interview's over.
Done.
All I needed was just a little tip.
You're killing me.
I'm going to be taking off behind him in the morning, and I've been looking for that shad spawn, and I got me a white swim jig, and I love that hay grass.
I'm going sight fishing. Here's a question. Have you ever been arrested by, what's his name down there in Sorrento? I don't even look. I go straight to dirty water. Go to back where I think they're spawning, and I'll just fish my way out. That way I can catch spawning fish, or if they move on out, I can catch them as they coming out. Reaction baits to find them, and then once I find them, I'll start flipping and look and you know, fishing real hard. But reaction baits to find them, and once I find them, I go to flipping.
Sounds good.
See you next time on Paradise, Louisiana.
And there you saw two of the contenders from Louisiana for the Bassmaster Classic, but there's another one, and you saw him on this program, Brett Pruitt. He'll also be headed to Lake Hartwell. And a special thanks to Gary Krause, who did our Bassmaster and bass fishing coverage all during the year 2014. Here's Brett.
So there's a lot of different things you can do. I watched the past two tournaments. I watched the past Classic one out in Jonesfish there, but the water level was different then. But you can kind of just get used to what some of the guys was doing. And then there was a recent FLW event where Casey Ashley won that might be more like it is now, where some guys was fishing deep, real deep structure. It's just clear lake, and I'm gonna have to look at navionics and depth contours and try to relate to some things and patterns that I could figure out. And I'm gonna spend a week in December going up there and seeing if I can, just to get a feel for the lake and just how everything sets up. That way when I have the 3 days and practice for the Classic, I just won't be running around everywhere with my just not knowing what's going on. So I'll have a feel for it, hopefully. You can use the internet to look at past tournaments, to look at, I mean, even guys like pros have put awesome techniques and different things they do up there, and just there's just boatloads of information that I see, new techniques, new things, new ways, or just even old ways that you go back and you go out to your lakes around and try them, and that's how you get better. You just gotta learn from other guys and just be humble about it. I'm not saying I'm better than anybody or a lot of people's just better than me. I just want to say I can learn from anybody, and the internet's a great way to do that.
Get out of that heavy stuff. Did you turn the GoPro on? Hit the GoPro. Oh my God, go down on the side of the boat. Holy shit. Holy cow, look at this. Holy cow. Come on, Talon. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
Oh, that's a 10.
Holy cow.
That's a 10-pounder.
God dang. She's just swimming with it in the lilies. I just couldn't catch up with my line. Holy cow. Holy cow. I don't care. 2 fish, 2 days. That's amazing. Look at the size of that. Holy cow. No weight, post spawn, just have to throw the bait 2 to 3 foot of water, just let the bait sit there and just hope the fish picks it up. You never even feel the bite. What an amazing fish.
Come to the family-owned and operated Cassius Casino in Port Allen today, where the Vegas-style video poker machines are ready for your entertainment. Cassius Casino is the finest, cleanest, classiest casino around. And Cassius 50-style diner is now serving seafood daily, along with your favorite home-cooked specials 24/7. Hey, Cassius is fun. Cassius is exciting. So come to the unsinkable Cassius Casino in Port Allen. Over the river 2 miles west of exit 151.
Benny's Car Wash and Oil Change has been keeping cars and trucks in Baton Rouge clean and running smooth for over 50 years. At Benny's, we feature professional car washing, complete detailing, high-tech waxing and buffing, interior cleaning, and tire shine. Benny's, one stop for car maintenance with complete oil and lube services and even state inspections at our express locations. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations, including our newest store on Greenwell Springs Road. And don't forget to stop by Be Quick Convenience Store and Fuel Stop. Benny's Car Wash and Oil Change. Drive in dirty, drive out clean.
We are your friends.
We are your neighbors.
We are your brothers.
Your sisters.
Your sons.
We
are your family.
Because whether it's our team or our loyal customers, the Courtesy family extends far beyond our dealerships. And it's our continued commitment to putting people first that has made us the #1 selling domestic auto dealer in Acadiana. Who are we?
We
are Courtesy.
Welcome back to Paradise, Louisiana. As editor, this is one of the most fun shows to work on all year. We hope you've enjoyed it as much as we have, remembering some of the people that we have met week in and week out while taping the show, and also reliving some of the exciting trips that we've been on in 2014. Now here we are in the editing room. This is one part of the show that people never get to see. Through this office passes countless hours of hunting footage,
fishing trips, interviews, and of course a lot of this footage never gets to make the show. Now here's a part of the show where I get to have a little fun and compile all of those bloopers and outtakes that's been sitting on the editing room floor all year long. I hope you enjoy.
Welcome to the one more time.
That's a great start.
Bring him up, whoa, bring him up. Whoa.
Sound like a rattlesnake. You lost him. Yeah. You didn't even have a chance.
Well, when I dress up. You ought to take them off because you got beautiful hair. What's that? Yeah. Let's go.
Looks like a stickfish.
Okay, here you are.
Oh, Lord, look at that.
I got a bunch.
Man.
You got a nice one. You got a whole tackle.
Wow.
Buddy, give me your name. Where you from?
All right, come on in here, little redfish. Yeah. Oh! Well.
Go ahead.
Mike Bro from Central.
Mike Bro from Central.
So it's mixed in some redfish with those bass if you headed over there.
And other reports I'm getting from the Chapel Spillway, and I got a sneeze. Welcome back to Paradise, Louisiana. Welcome to Artistry of Wildlife. Bye. Sonny, let me call you EJ one more time. So we're in the marsh. They're waiting for it. It ain't big enough yet. Look at that. That's something. That's a little more. You want to bite it? No. You want to get them legs? Taste like
no,
chicken?
Girl. No. Here.
You ready?
You got your card in?
Oh, look, you can't ever screw up with Ryan Lambert. You screw up one time, and you doomed. You doomed. Look, not just talking about the rest of today. I'm talking every time you come down here, you're going to have to listen to this. You got your card? You playing cards today? You ready? How do you find submerged structure?
Usually with my lower unit. But, I mean...
Welcome to Trinity Outdoors. This is their skeet shoot or their fundraising shoot. Now here we are in Maurice, Louisiana, and let me tell you what. You see all the beautiful houses and all this going on right now, and there comes Jason making noise.
You gonna wash my boots off for me?
I'll do anything for you, baby. I'm over here toasting. You're doing all this work. I got it on camera.
That's why we get the big money.
Try and figure out the depth, how deep it is, you know, because a lot of times the bite's so minute, you won't be able to really feel it. But you'll see the cork kind of just do a little tip action and you'll know you got a fish. You can't white noise that out or something?
White noise that out.
Yeah.
If I took your blindfold off right here at this spot, the last place you'd think we were was Louisiana. Well, you'd be wrong. This is Kisatchie. If I took a blindfold, hey, look, I only got so many of these in me, you know?
This thing is over, y'all. They're waiting late, and they had to do all this, what you call it? I call it lie detector. What's the main word for it?
Pain in the butt.
Oh, yes.
Where?
In the ass. You watching Shoot 'em in the Ass on Paradise, Louisiana.
Now, the fish are biting on a variety of deadly Dudley baits, but the one that paid off the best today, the shrimp Creole. Oh, I'm saying, tell what I want to eat. Why don't you buy a teleprompter? How much a teleprompter?
I can't.
$4 grand.
Why don't I just get a sign language lady too, sitting behind you and I.
Hey, can you hear this? Can you hear this? Nah, turn it up.
I don't get a sign language like we do the council meeting. They don't forget they doing all this for me.
Okay, Topil, here's your 15-second spot.
You using it? Baby? Yeah, you gonna turn around and bite. The rag is going to bite him. Okay. Free the bird! Free the bird!
It looks like he's hung over.
Big, oh, God, son of a...
He's gonna grow some more.
Yeah, he's gonna keep growing.
Yes, he will.
Go ahead. Good. Bring him over the boat. Where you going? Hey, I'm gonna kill him. Tim.
We're gonna edit that, right?
No, I got it.
Whoa, all right.
All right, first day of summer officially gonna be Saturday, although the trout are ready now. Oh! With the Fishing Game Report, Don Dubuque, Eyewitness News, I'm going back after him. Yeah. All right, so, oh! That was gonna be my out cue fish, too.
What is that?
How about this? Y'all want this one?
Look at that rig. That's all it's gonna be.
Let's go find some wahoo.
And a jailbreak?
Peekaboo.
I'm me, and it's spelled T-R-O-U-B-L-E.
You are watching Louisiana Paradise!
And we're at the Puma Almonds Invitational Fishing Rodeo in Cocodrie, Louisiana. And you're watching Sportsman.
Welcome back to Paradise, Louisiana for the Berkeley Abu Garcia Fishing Report. And Gary, we're starting off with the... Oh, okay, we're doing news. I keep wanting to get out of here. All right.
The news, what is
No news is good news. No.
Yeah.
3, 2.
Don made a mistake here. Go ahead.
Fishing. It's where good stories come from. It's about good times and family and friends. It's about taking a couple home for dinner tonight and saving a few for tomorrow. It's all about that and so much more. To CCA, fishing is about enjoying today and making sure tomorrow is even better. To us, fishing comes with a responsibility for the resources we enjoy so much. If fishing means all that to you, then you belong with CCA.
We build tires, but not tires like anybody else. We build Cooper tires for people, not just cars. People who are chauffeurs and shuttle pilots, heavy haulers and heavy hitters. More than what your Cooper tires can do, it's about what you can do with your Cooper tires. Life's a road trip. Come on, let's go.
Who doesn't want to save money on fuel? Now, Shell and the Fuel Rewards Network are putting you in control of how much you pay for fuel. Simply buy whatever's on your shopping list. Clothes, groceries, even dinner out. And earn cents per gallon savings at participating retailers nationwide. Now, fuel prices are in your hands. So why wait? Sign up at fuelrewards.com today and turn shopping power into saving power.
You can count on Jerry Lane.
At Jerry Lane, they rolled the red carpet out for me.
It's always been Jerry.
You know what? It's tradition, it's family, and that's what keeps us coming back to Jerry Lane.
Get in the lane, get in the lane. Get in the lane, get in the lane. Get in the lane, get in the lane.
We're a Jerry Lane family.
All lanes lead to. You can count on Jerry Lane.
Harry Jones. I'm from West Monroe, Louisiana. I do freelance writing, mostly for the Louisiana Sportsman magazine, and I'm a professor of history at University of Louisiana at Monroe.
I'm Goosey Guy, Sunshine Outdoors. We're gonna try to catch some redfish with Captain Brady here. Looks like it's a beautiful day so far. I mean, the sun's coming in, got a mild breeze. These buck flies about to eat us up, though.
Yeah, they're doing bad.
Yeah.
That's nice of you not to say nothing about the black cloud. That's right
Hey,
there
look,
over your head.
you ain't on
the
the black cloud on this
following.
trip. You got me on it too, so usually things go bad when I'm there too. So.
Let the current work it to where you can get it to the bottom, close to the boat.
Chief.
Welcome back to Paradise, Louisiana, our Christmas edition. Gary wanted to close it out with a big Christmas kiss, but I turned him down. Gary, we do need to thank and wish a Merry Christmas to a lot of folks, primarily our sponsors that make this show possible, all of the guides, all of the guests, our camera operators, our editors, but also the audience. They're big part.
Especially them, especially right now with TJ Ribs are coming on. They've been feeding us every night. I'm going to blame them for the extra 20 pounds. And Don, I want to thank you again because you're right. I can't do it without you. Don't want to do it without you. Maybe sometimes you might be forced to do it without you, but I hope coming up, you know, maybe the New Year's show, I'll tell you a little bit more.
Got some new stuff coming?
Yeah, we got some new stuff coming.
Very good. Keep them coming. Your photographs, your stories, send them to Gary at Paradise, Louisiana, as well as your comments. He's customer service, too. Have a Merry Christmas, and we'll see you in the new year. Right back here at TJ Ribs on Acadian, it's Paradise, Louisiana.
Paradise, Louisiana is also brought to you by Baton Rouge Coca-Cola Bottling Company, Benny's Car Wash and Oil Change, Cracker Barrel Convenience Stores. We have more than you expect. Always fresh, never frozen, Raising Cane's. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Louisiana, Louisiana Fish Fry Products, Demco, First South Farm Credit, and Area Wholesale Tire Company with tire programs for tire dealers.